My dad died when I was 2, so I'll be an entrepreneur dad for you.
I feel kind of sick.
I'm sick and I don't want to edition. Let's take a walk.
No boss, no ceiling, just the life you design. The time is now, not someday, it's time. Dadpreneur, 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 dadpreneur.
Let's go. All right, well.
You know, I've always loved these afternoons. Wait, what is that? What? Oh no! Please, no!
It's that time in Las Vegas. Also, you can tell in my voice. I have this thing that happens once or twice a year where I get sick and my voice gets really low. Anyway, I didn't get fired twice, okay? That's not appropriate to say. It's not that I got fired twice. I got pink slipped twice. Thank you very much. What does that mean? My first couple of years as a teacher, because I was so young and not very smart, I got pink slipped. And that means, they don't want you back, essentially. So fired. No, fired is like, get out of here. We're done with you. They didn't renew my contract, let's say. And during one of those years, I was teaching at this place. It was like this Hogwarts castle. I'll put a picture up, the Landmark Center. And my mom was still alive. She died when I was 26. My dad died. You already know when he died. And I don't know, the administration said something that was really upsetting to me, and I just didn't want to do it anymore. I did not want to teach. Because I was teaching 5 sections of Spanish. I was teaching Spanish 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 as a first-year high school teacher. At like 23 or something. I was teaching kids who were like 17, 18. I'm 23. A recipe for disaster. Anyway. Yeah, so I called my mom one morning because I was so upset. And she said, suck it up. And I will never forget that because I don't know if I was mad at her or what I was. House for sale. Houses are starting to go up for sale. This is interesting. I haven't seen for sale signs like this in quite a while. You have to remember I lived in Vegas during like the we're all gonna die apocalypse time in Vegas, where everything was for sale. I remember walking around and going, man, if I had any money at all, I would be so rich because things are like 80% off. I didn't have any money, by the way, but nobody had any money, and that's why everything was so cheap. Anyway, I did end up scrounging $20,000 to buy a property. I am sick, and I'm feeling it. So anyway, my mom said, suck it up, and I did. I went back in and I taught the class, and I've been sucking it up ever since. And so this morning I was like, no, I don't want to go get the selfie stick. And no, I don't want to record a video, but I'm so used to sucking it up that I figured that's what I would share with you this morning. I don't know how old you are. I don't even know what the average age of my audience is. But it's just, everybody makes this video. You know, oh, it's hard to be an entrepreneur, suck it up video. And so that's kind of lame of me, I guess. Oh yeah, there's this remember my no editing promise? We need to talk about that. So the whole premise of this video series is you're walking around with your dad, and your dad couldn't edit what he says once he's said it, and that's what I promised to do here. But that doesn't mean I can't stop the video, and like show stuff and do stuff. So I'm gonna keep doing that. I'm gonna show stuff, do stuff. But the idea is I'm not gonna like cut anything that I say out of the video. Does that make sense? I'm not like in love with the Joe Rogan podcast. I don't think it's the greatest thing ever. But I do think the unedited nature of it is really interesting. And so I'm trying to get a little bit of that energy here this morning. So it's the time of year in Vegas where it's a bajillion degrees and sunny every day for like 5 months. And that's fine with me. I'm used to it. Anyway, there's a creator whose video I'm going to show here. In a second. And I think that's all he does is this song. I do it anyway. I feel like it's like I don't know, an entire philosophy in one TikTok dance, which is pretty funny. So that's my message to you today. What I've learned, one of the things I've learned is that there is no new content. There's nothing original, Like it doesn't matter what kind of video I try to make. It's all been done. That's why I had a channel that is just dying right now. It's called God is Love, where I brought Jesus and Krishna and Buddha together using AI because I'd never seen that before. I'm sure it's been done, but not like the way I was doing it. And then one day, I just stopped getting views on the channel, which sucks because it was, I was crushing for a minute. Man, depressed. That's depressing. The other thing I wanted to share today was there's a scene in some show, I can't remember, but it had the royal British kings and queens and whatever in it. And I think it was Queen Elizabeth when she was younger. Comment below if you know the show I'm talking about. But she said, we get sick too. And I was thinking to myself, oh, who cares if you get sick? You're royal. You have $1 bajillion and you don't have to work. Everything you're doing, you're choosing to do. You could just sit around all day. You don't know what it's like for us peasants. But then I had some success. And I was like, yeah. Again, I don't know how old you are, but they say around 40 is when your body starts reminding you that it's just a machine and that it just breaks down. So money, I'm telling you, when you don't have it, it sucks the worst ever. Ever. It is the worst. But when you do have it and you expect it to solve problems for you, and then it doesn't, and you're like, wait a second, I worked so hard for this. I thought it was gonna solve my problems, and then it just consistently doesn't. You're like, no. There's I don't know how you describe it. You cannot complain. You cannot complain about having money. That's rule number one. Rule number one, because it is infinitely worse not to have it. And that's why a lot of people who do have money don't talk about it. They will never, ever talk about it. But you get a whole bunch of people, and because it just sounds terrible, I'm reminded of like, I think it was a Mitt Romney clip where he's like, I can't remember. It's gonna be a terrible example. But yeah, when a bunch of rich people start complaining. What I like about my experience is that, oh, there's a dog over there, is that because I have been just like, I've been Del Taco poor, you know, like working 2 jobs, taking a nap in my car, just trying to scrape it out. Oh, student loans. Yeah, this video is not going to make any sense. I'm too sick. Hey, let's watch a parade of vehicles enter the community. Ah, yes. Oh, here's a good example. I live in a gated community. Oh, boo-hoo, Kellen. Oh, boo-hoo for you. Living in a gated community. You pretentious. Beep. It doesn't have a gate code. It just doesn't have one. So every time someone, like, how hard is it to get a gate code? So any delivery, any person that tries to show up, any, friend, any whatever, they're like, what's the gate code? It doesn't have one. So what's the point of the whole stone thing in front of there where you're supposed to punch in? Like, I'd rather it not be there, and we pay for that thing. This like community here has like an extra fee for the gate and maintaining the gate, and all that does is annoy me. There, that's a good example. It's a terrible example. I'm actively turning around. I'm like one of those people who I just, like, if I see you walking and I'm on like a daily walk, I'll just turn around. I'll go this way instead of interact. Anyway, entrepreneurship. Do it anyway. Eat the frog. Have you ever heard of that? First thing you do is the most gnarly thing that you don't want to do. And for me, this morning, it was recording this video. And on that note, goodbye. Like, comment, and subscribe, because I'm sick and maybe you feel bad for me. Goodbye.